Thank you. I'm going to take you through my stories, what happened, how I started, what's happening now, all these land management activities across Australia. Thank you. We have done very well over the last 4 years, and it makes me proud to write this. We have built a bridge between the very remote part of Australia and philanthropy and its supporters down south. This has been made a real difference to our lives. This is new for us, but it is really working and our people are happy with it. It's a great experience for us to see that the rest of Australia cares about our aspirations and our visions for the futures. We think this is just at the beginning. We want to see other Indigenous groups on the same path toward the self-determinations and the growth. It is time for us, Indigenous people, to take control of our livelihoods, future. But we can't do this alone. We want to take care of our country, our ceremony, and our culture, to continue what we have done for a very long time. We want the government and philanthropy to recognize that land management and Indigenous conservation is the way forward to our people. We are creating employment where there is no employment, in this truly changes people's life from living in a poverty to living in a fulfilled life on their countries. The best part is that this is coming from Indigenous people creating our own pathways and our forms of sustainability, our own education, our job, and our own jobs, and our own futures. We want to see the futures in our own hands from now on to the next generations. We feel that we have made a really good start with this. I have dedicated my life to setting up the structures to realize our futures and our visions, and I'm going to trust a way that I could share this with the others. We want to see the Gadigal Ganji Trust working with the Indigenous organisation across Arnhem Land, then across the country. We have a lot of work to do, but we have made a good start. Maybe it is just a dreaming, but in the next 5 years, I want us to start working together, working internationally to develop support for Indigenous groups across the world. We all live on one planet, and we can be stronger together. We have knowledge and lessons to share, and so many things to learn from other Indigenous people managing their land and culture. There are exciting development in Canada and South Africa, where Indigenous people are leading the way, working with the philanthropists and the government to make their countries and their people stronger. We feel we have a strength now as an organisation, and we would like to share the strength and help others too. Land management is a part of our culture. It has been this way for a long, long time. There are lots of new technologies, methods, processes now that have been developed by Westerners. It has taken a long time and a lot of work to find a way to work together and take the best of both of this to the real work well for our country, and we have done it. Now, Indigenous Ranger programs are providing a real work and a real conservation outcomes with the best of the both worlds. We want to see these groups rise up and become recognized at the national level for the greater work they have doing. Collecting the wealth, there are so many excellent ranger groups. starting up all over Australia. It is much better that sitting around collecting welfare, which is such as a waste of a talent and a knowledge. We know what we are doing when it comes to the land management. We are the landowners of this country, and the conservation are part of who we are. We want the government and conservation organization to really recognize that this and to support us to do things our own way. We have a lot to learn, like everyone else. All these Western organizations and structures are new to us, but we can use have a lot to learn, like everyone else. But we can use them to benefit a good education, good pathways, and a good future for our people. And our company, this is a long-term things, but the funding is short terms now, and so it's thinking that we need to think long term. We need to the long term programs to need to things together.